Hey Lindy, this is Coco here. I found I had one more batch of those painter papers, and they come with all sorts of pinks, and you'll see the design you like. So they're 50 cents each. So this pack has damask. It's got a page of those swirls you like, front and back. It's got some other swirlies, front and back. And as you can see, they're all the different Distress Oxide pinks. So front and back. This looks more purple. It's actually more of a, I don't know why it's coming through so magenta-like, but it's not that rich. And this one is pretty faded. This is that, I think it's called Faded Lipstick. But anyway, I have one of those left in the swirls you like, and that's $2.50 for this pack. Okay, on to video 1. I have on the saloon papers, I've got this copper damask. I think you can see the sheen if I hold it just right. There, see the damask sheen. The Distress Oxides, actually this might be an after, Seth After's Eyes Inks. So it's more of a pearly deposit. I'm not quite catching it in the light for you, but I have 4 of these left, and in the saloon papers of that damask I have 10 left of this pink, and the papers come pre-distressed. They look like leather, and then I've got the pink paint on top. Okay, so that's video 1. Video 2, the green peacock or the green dragon, I don't have any in the vibrant. I've got one maybe that has that detail that you liked, and then the rest are pretty faded. So if you're interested in these, I can cut you a deal. I've got 4 of that 1, 3, 4, and 1 vibrant. So if you want the 1 vibrant, I'll throw in the 4 faded free. So 50 cents. Okay, and then with the peacock, I've got 2 kinds. One has the saturated colors and a pretty good design going on. I have got 10 left of those, but if you really like it, I also have super saturated in color, not necessarily the design. I ended up putting on more paint. The one side has a pretty good pattern. So these are 50 cents each. Of the super saturated, I have 15, and of the regular, I have 10. So you just let me know. I know it's a lot to keep track of, what you're interested in. For steampunk, I have 4 left with that soot front and back design, and these must be my first experiment where I did it in just soot, and then I thought I'd come back in with my other experiment and do blue. But if you're interested in these, there's 4 available, 50 cents each. Now let's see here. We've got the Eco Ferns. I've got plenty of these. We had fun with these. So I've got over 43 pages. And these are a combination of 3 Distress Oxides with a designed front and back. So 43 of those, 50 cents each. And let's see, video 3. We've got the pinks. And I did a fresh batch. So I've got 14 of these. Distress Oxides front and back. This one is more of the shrimp Distress Oxides. These are my popular ones, so you'll be getting first dibs. I've got 27 left of that. And then I've got the pearl, the silver pearl. And that's on white 34-pound bond paper. And there's 16 of those. So let's see here. The bond paper is going to be a little bit thicker. And then these are on regular bond paper. So the pearl is on a little bit firmer stock. Okay, and that would have been video 3. Video 4, I have 5 left of the mint texture. And I've got 18 left of the one that you can leatherize. You just sprinkle. It's been conditioned, so you can roll it and play with it and darken it. And then of the spun sugar, I have 11. I wonder if you can pick. Oh, you get to see a little sparkle. Isn't that pretty? It's really subtle. And if I have any of this wrong with the order, just let me know. I know there's so many, it gets a little confusing. And I also have, for your consideration, I worked on some others. I'm calling these my princess papers. And someone put an order in for them, and they wanted a little bit darker design. They have a mesh, a sparkle mesh over them. And one of the things that happened was when I laid the paint on top, it kind of bubbled the paper. So there's a design front and back, and these are normally $2 each, but I'm going to sell these for $1 each, and you'll see there's like that little bumpy texture, which could be cool. And I played with a couple different colors. So I've got one of that, and then one of a brown, and then the rest are these kind of a pinky brown. So they're very cool. And you let me know. I didn't count how many of those, but I have at least 10. Okay, and then I also have, you mentioned you like greens. These are my green painting papers. These will be $3. It's a 6-piece set. And these are all the colors, distress oxides, in the greens and the teals that I had at the time. We ran out and we couldn't locate them locally. This one actually is a glimmer mist. Isn't that beautiful? So if you're interested in those, I've got a few of these sets for $3 each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I've got 3 at $3. And then my other sets have a little bit more, and those are 8 pieces for $4. So they've got a little extra painting papers in those. So you let me know if you're interested in any of those greens. And then I also was working on some new ones. This is kind of that shrimp pink on craft paper. So it's a whole different texture. It's a little bit bigger. And this is actually that paper that you liked in your journal that Debbie used to make slims. So these are 50 cents each, and I've got plenty of those if you're interested. It's a nice subtle damask, and what's nice about that is if you're journaling on it, you're not competing with a design. So sometimes it's nice to have a subtle design. So here is a gold, a kind of a gold, pink gold, champagne gold. I've got a whole fresh stack of these, and these are on a thicker linen paper. So these are 60 cents each. So you would just say champagne on linen if you're interested. I'm sorry, I should actually assign a number to make it easier on you. And then here's some more pearl, but I mixed it with honey and the silver. So it's kind of a really cool, almost looks like a grungy, shabby chic pearl. And the design will be front and back. Can you see the shimmer? So pretty. Okay. Yeah, it's just really subtle but pretty. So let me see here. These are the 3 new ones that I worked on. So let's call this one craft paper A, linen paper B, and let's call this C. It's actually on that 34-pound paper. So same damask pattern, just different papers and a little bit different color variation. Okay, I'm going to load this on YouTube. Hopefully it's not too confusing. You just holler and let me know what you're interested in. All right. Thanks for your interest. Talk to you soon, and I'll get back with you on the knit or crocheted bowls. Toodles.